The first ad I did was with Amit Sharma. They paid me $5,000 for it.
Which then felt a lot.
No, actually at that point in time, there was some issue with the accounts, this thing. So they were not giving my check. So I called him and I said, भैया, आप 10,000 रुपए मुझसे ले लो, मगर मुझे मेरी पहली कमाई चाहिए.
A lot of my girlfriends who have baby boys are like, listen, I'm raising him right.
Yeah.
I'm teaching him, beta, crying is good.
Yeah.
Beta, please cry.
Absolutely. I'm to die tomorrow, like whatever I really left behind. Will I always be that girl who did Gangs of Wasseypur? And the chocolate and the nuts, it's perfect actually. This is actually what you need. It's not too dense. You're in great mood. You can ask me anything.
Ask me anything.
Ask me anything.
Hi, Hums. Welcome to Chapter 2. I'm really happy that you're here. You are, for all those people who don't know, Huma मेरी friend group की overachiever है जो जब हम 8 घंटे की नींद भी पूरी नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, हुमा एक पूरी किताब लिख देगी, ज़ेबा सीजन 4 कर लेगी महारानी का, अभी दिल्ली क्राइम आ गया है, सब हुमा ही बोल रहे हैं. और क्या क्या किया आपने बताई थी. अब तो प्रोडक्शन हाउस भी खोल दिया है, सलीम सिबलिंग्स.
Look who's talking.
Oh God! But if you tell me that you're going to, in fact, direct a space mission, I'm going to believe it. Because at this point, nothing is past you. I'm so happy you're here. I have not spoken to you, hung with you properly in so many months.
That is true.
And I can't believe we're doing it on camera.
Hi, Rhea. Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Hi. We've hugged and all that. No, but you're an achiever yourself, an overachiever, if I may say. Look at all this. Look at all this. When I got the call saying I have to come for Chapter 2 podcast, I'm like, damn, I must be doing something right now.
You have always been doing something right. And the most amazing thing about you is that your hustle has never stopped from day one.
No.
So just to give people context, मैं हुमा को जानती हूँ जब से मैं 19 years की थी और साकिब और मैं अपनी पहली पिक्चर कर रहे थे. साकिब की दूसरी थी.
And Rhea would come home, and I'd be like, who is this annoying friend of yours? And I think it was hate at first sight.
Yes, it was hate at first sight from your end.
Really?
I was still
I thought you thought I was also very irritating. Till I think I fell in love with you. And
no, I never thought you were irritating. For me at that time, Huma was like, I had not become an actor yet. So it was like, wow, like Saqib ki bhen na already Gangs of Wasseypur ki Huma, you know, like it was that. Like it was more like...
And Rhea was this like little bubble of energy,
annoying.
And I would come back and I'd be like, who is this really loud, hyper, bubbly person in my house?
And
because my brother also has energy, matlab next level, and you were also equally bad. And I was like, oh, stop it.
And I used to just walk into your house and pretend like it's mine, just Louise ke paper mere hi naam.
But it is. It is.
Now it is.
Now it is.
When did you realize that I was never leaving your life? At what point did that realization occur to you?
I think when we hung out and spent time in London, and we started working out together. So for those of you who don't know, Rhea was also my workout buddy for the longest time. And this was a time when none of us had too much work. So we would she would go for 2 workouts a day, और मुझसे एक ही बड़ी मुश्किल से हो पाता था. But then we would go for these long brunches and then eat like double the calories of what we had just burned. But I was always inspired by like how dedicated you were to your fitness and your dance and all of those things. And if I could do 50% of what you were doing, I'm like, okay. But
that time I wanted to be an actor.
Correct.
But so I was trying to do all the right things for being an actor.
No, but I also felt like you were so driven, you know, and I think that's really important. Like I feel apart from you wanting to be an actor, you also I think we're really passionate about like being fit and taking care of yourself, and that's very inspiring. I think it's also important if you work out and you do certain things, you also feel good about yourself.
100%.
You know, and she had this way, like if you ever need a workout buddy, call Rhea Chakraborty. I swear. Bhai,
you know how much has changed though.
It's like, Holmes, come on, we'll do this, we'll do weight training, then we'll go for a dance club, we'll do it. And I'm like, oh, acha, theek hai.
And then we would end it with these.
And then we would always have this.
Like so today we're eating our 15
desserts. This is testimony to our friendship, our desserts. And we always, I think our eyes are bigger than our stomach, and we would always order more food.
Order.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but what a journey it's been, like knowing you for like more than a decade and seeing you grow and grow and grow and grow and never stop. You know, the last conversation we had was on that flight to Delhi.
Oh, wow.
Randomly when we were on a flight together to Delhi.
Yes.
And you said something so amazing to me that stayed with me. In fact, most of our conversations, you have said, kuch to aisa bola hi hai, which has stayed with me. You said, I said, kya chal raha hai life? She's like, teri bhen aage hai. Teri bhen aage hai. Teri bhen aage. It's like, you know,
I'm killing it.
Yeah. But you are.
Oh, thank
Look what's
you.
happening now. I want to talk first. I know, like, you and I would never go there because we'll just talk about life and other things. But we need to take a moment to kind of acknowledge and just like slow clap where you are in life right now.
Thank you.
This is truly your chapter 2 because you keep inventing yourself. I've seen you constantly break the mold and become a better and better and better version of you as an actor, as a producer, as a writer. You don't stop at anything.
No, I think kids from like us, we don't have another option. I think we just have to really hustle. The one thing that I know is true for me and for you is like, okay, I always come with this thing. Okay, maybe I'm not the most talented, but I'm the most hardworking. Maybe
You are very talented.
Maybe I won't get all the opportunities. Like maybe they won't come to me on a platter. But it's so be it. I'm not gonna cry about it. I'm not gonna play victim. I'm gonna, no matter what life throws at me, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna make something out of it. And I'm not gonna let the system beat me down. And I think that's something we both have in common.
Of course.
And that's what I've just done. And I think it just sort of is all coming together. I think COVID was an important turning point for me. It really messed with my head. I went into this place like, okay, if this is it, then what? Like, if I'm to die tomorrow, like what have I really left behind? Will I always be that girl who did Gangs of Wasseypur? And that's about it. And I was like, no, I really need to do something which people remember that I'm proud of. And this reinvention, I think, came from there. And I've just been working. So the fact that we don't hang out as much is coming from the fact that I've only been shooting and I've only been working. And all is just now coming out together. So this week I have 2 releases and I'm just like, I didn't plan it, guys. I think they just need to space it out. But
my brother were watching Delhi Crime the other day and I started watching it. I could not bear watching it with them because they were behaving like fans, in theater mein jo chilate hain. Huma so good, oh my god. I'm like, guys, yes, she's amazing. Mujhe show bhi dekhna hai.
The biggest compliment I got was from your mother. And I think Auntie just sent me the sweetest message. Then she made Shavik send me a message. Then she sent a special Saqib. So the same message I've got from 3 people. And I was like, that is so adorable. And that is, I think, wo maa ka dil hota hai. That is something like, we will, I think, our generation won't understand. Mothers are a different thing altogether. And I know they're really proud of us and they're always like rooting for us. And every time we do kuch bhi thoda, they just make you feel like,
your mom has come to my store.
Yeah, of course.
Amina auntie was at the store and I missed her that day. I was shooting. She's like, "Beta, main store pe uncle ke liye kaun sa shirt loon?" So cute.
No, we Qureshis love you.
I think the Qureshis and Chakrabortys are friends-in-law.
Absolutely.
Listen, we can have little bit of the AC now.
Now
it's
you're
little getting hot,
na?
Yeah,
I'm okay.
You're okay, then I'm okay.
You're not sweating, na?
I feel like we will in a bit.
Okay, तो on कर देते हैं.
एक कर दो कहीं, फटाफट कर दो. ये वाला नहीं, पीछे वाला कर दो. We'll continue ना? आपको फ्रेम में आने की जरूरत नहीं है ना?
बजेगा भी ना T2.
Okay.
T2. I was doing an interview घर पे in the basement and every time the AC T2 and I'm like भैया 2 मिनट रुक जाओ.
But I feel like YouTube पे ये सब चलता है. People also understand कि हमने set लगाया लेकिन
set हो गया. हाँ,
AC off on.
ये सब काटना मत रख देना. It's okay.
हाँ, ऐसे थोड़ी है कि मतलब ऐसे करेंगे तो AC on हो जाएगा. ऐसे ये अभी जापान बना नहीं है. इंडिया लोग हैं. Holmes, I have known you in so many different ways, but at the podcast, I'll end up getting to know even my own friends for decades in a different way.
Really?
And I realized when I was thinking about you that what I don't know is I don't know how you became an actor. मुझे पता नहीं how you got your first film. I don't know who was the Huma in her chapter 1. Like what was her life? Who was Huma in chapter 1 in terms of I know a little bit from Saqib and you about the Delhi life and the dad's business, Salim's, all of that. But I don't know.
I was like any other regular kid who had no idea what they wanted to do with their life. I actually had no idea. I knew I was good at a lot of things. और मॉम डैड को लगता था कि I'll do something more academic कि पढ़ती है ये बुक्स पढ़ती है so because मैं बुक्स पढ़ती हूँ तो कुछ academic करेगी क्योंकि साकिब से तो कोई उम्मीद थी नहीं कि भाई ये कुछ academic कभी करने वाला है so I had the onus of doing that but no I had no idea and I think 10th I got really good marks and 12th I didn't get good marks at all and I was like I want to study humanities and they were like क्या करोगी humanities पढ़ के and I didn't have an answer I didn't know what you do with that so I lied I said, I'll become an IFS officer, Indian Foreign Service. And I don't know why I said that because I thought maybe, it's a cool thing.
It is a cool thing.
And I'll get to travel abroad, like that daft, right? And they bought it for some reason and because of which I enrolled in history honors in Gargi. And the whole time I was in that college, I barely attended classes, and I was only doing theatre. Because वो चस्का तब से लग गया, and I was doing college with theatre. I was doing a lot of plays. I was directing plays with this NGO, this group called Jamghat. And in DPS Noida, they used to have this afternoon school. So every summer vacation, I would go and direct plays for kids. So I would literally like read things कि ऐसे theatre में कुछ exercises करते हैं, and I would just go and literally practice. Of course, for the NGO, it was really nice because somebody's coming and playing with them and spending time. But for me now, when I look back, I was just honing
your acting skills,
my acting skills without knowing it, right? And started doing a lot of theatre in college and with Act 1 group, Mr. N.K. Sharma and Amir Raza Hussain. तो करते I think एक किसी ने मेरे को spot किया, एक audition के लिए बुलाया, and I thought that person was joking because it was an audition for Tare Zameen Pe that time. And I'm like, but I'm just a kid. And I'm like this college kid who's just like figuring, why would Amir Khan Productions call me? Like, I thought it was a joke. But no, and I happened to be in Bombay that week for Amir Raza Hussein's production. They were playing over, we were having a show over here. And they said, come to office. The day I landed up over there, I saw Suchitra Pillai and Imran Khan and Janitu had just come out. So I was really starstruck also from Delhi. So I was super starstruck.
Fair.
Right, and the film didn't happen. It was a very small part, which was opposite Amir sir, like as his girlfriend or whatever. And they wanted somebody from the NGO sector because that was the story, right? They wanted someone who would work with kids.
And that's the work you were doing.
And that's the work I was doing. So that was the connect. That didn't happen, but it got me thinking. I was like, maybe I have what it takes.
मेरे में बात है.
मेरे में वो बात है. Didn't happen for a long time after that because I still had to convince my parents because they were like obviously not from this world, so they didn't understand. And my dad's biggest fear was कि अगर तुमको कल को जरूरत कुछ पड़ेगी, we don't even know who to call because we're
Bombay में कौन है?
कोई भी नहीं है, no family, nobody. And I don't know. Now when I look back, I think it was so much like faith in me because they were like, okay, go. And my dad's only condition was 1 year in a very filmy way. He said 1 year you have. You go, if it happens, great. If it doesn't happen, come back, run the restaurant business, do an MBA, try for civil service, do something worthwhile with your life because you can do so many things. Don't waste it by becoming this eternal struggler. You know, parents का जो fear होता है.
Correct.
And I was fortunate. Yeah, I came to Bombay. I started doing a lot of like, I would just walk into a room like this with some camera and like 40 people waiting, and they would give you some lines and say, okay, audition for this and audition for that. And it took me a few months to figure out where is Aram Nagar, how do you go there. Then उस time पे ना वो ऐसे messages पे आते थे Western look, white shirt, jeans or Indian look. So I would literally carry like a bag with 2 looks ready.
Acha, all day?
So I had kept these 2 outfits for like auditions, which I would not wear in real life. One was like a white shirt, pant, blue jeans, black pant kind of a thing. Like, so you just change the trouser, formal and whatever. I'm like, who's going to think every time what you're going to wear? And one Indian outfit, which I knew was like a safe, camera-friendly outfit.
They need it sometimes.
Which is also smart actually now when I think about it, because every time to reimagine.
This was hard multitasking.
Right.
You were already doing it.
I was already doing it.
Even then, you were like, 4-5 audition तो एक दिन में.
हाँ, तो I'm like, ये ready है, and then you would just go and little parda.
You did this whole Aram Nagar part 1,
I did the whole Aram Nagar part 1, part 2. That's how I did all my auditions and all my ads. So the first ad I did was with Amit Sharma for Idea Mobile with Abhishek Bachchan. And
wow, that's a big break.
Yeah, they paid me $5,000 for it.
Which then felt a lot.
No, actually at that point in time, there was some issue with the accounts, this thing. So they were not giving my check. So I called him and I said, Bhaiya, आप 10,000 रुपए मुझसे ले लो, मगर मुझे मेरी पहली कमाई चाहिए. So all that has happened. But no, and then ads. Till I worked on an ad with Amir sir again. I know somehow his name is cropping up today. And Anurag Kashyap was directing it. And it was for another mobile phone. And it was for 4 days. We were shooting in Panchgani. And on the second day, Anurag said, I'm going to cast you in a film. And again, you know me from that time. Nah? I'm like, इतना आसान थोड़ी होता है.
Yeah.
बहुत मेहनत करनी पड़ती है. मैं तो अभी आई हूँ बॉम्बे. And he's like, are you crack or what? So I said, a little bit. So, but then that's how Gangs of Wasseypur happened.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I have no idea of this part of your life. And I mean, I met you after you had already
done Gangs of Wasseypur. We just met after I had done Gangs of Wasseypur. Yeah.
And it was just everywhere.
House in Green Diamond, remember?
Yeah, Oshiwara.
In Oshiwara, yeah.
I love that house. Oh my God, it's like another.
It was a lovely home.
Era.
Yeah, totally.
And Saqib saw you and followed you.
Kind of like that, yeah. Which I tell him, तो मुझे copy करता है मेरी. He has a separate story actually. I think he came following some girl, and he told घर पे बोला उसने कि I'm going my sister who will take care of her. But rubbish, he was taking care of me.
He came here to become.
Yeah, and then I think, and then in that sense, Saqib is my senior because his film with YRF happened before Gangs of Wasseypur.
Are you serious?
By a few months.
Oh.
So I always say I'm the elder sister, but he's my industry senior.
Oh, so he had this very big like senior complex when even I met him and, during Maruti because he had already done one film. And I was treating him like tu kaun hai because at 18, 19 we are all so full of ourselves. And
tu kaun hai to matlab hamara standard.
I was just like, you know, who are you? You're so irritating, you're so annoying. And he was like, I have done a film.
How dare you talk
treat
to
me with respect, you know?
I have seen mujhse friendship at least 17 times in the theatre. Because again, like the first child in our family is on the big screen. तो हम हर दूसरे दिन पहुंच जाते थे पिक्चर देखने. We were so excited.
And we've gone and we've randomly gone and shot a film in London.
Yeah, oh God.
I remember Saqib calling me saying,
don't remind me about that movie.
मेरे साथ मेरे opposite एक role है. करेगी क्या 15 दिन लंदन की business class ticket मिलेगी.
Oh God, traumatic. मत याद दिला यार वो पिक्चर के बारे में. मैं भूलना चाहती हूँ वो.
But forget.
Thank God this movie is not available anywhere.
I'm glad to.
Yeah, please.
But it's not about that film. It's about the mindset that we had then, which was like, hey, we're getting to work with our friends and we're getting to travel, so we'll just do it.
So for those of you who don't know, actually very few people know, Saqib and I did this movie together years ago. Let's just say it wasn't a
we should just name
smart
the film.
decision. No. Okay, you name it.
So this film called Dobara, which should not be made Dobara.
Or the first time also, I think.
And we all essentially just went to London.
And there was a pura batana. So somehow it's a very funny story anyway, but not for camera. Saqib and I got entrapped into doing this movie.
You got excited, चल भाई बहन साथ में करेंगे, ठीक है कर लेते हैं.
And then whatever. And of course, उससे पहले मैं सारी फिल्में उससे पहले मैं करी थी बिहार, गोरखपुर, जौनपुर. पहली पिक्चर है लंदन शूटिंग. We like must do. Worst reason to do a movie. And then we were like, अच्छा एक लड़की का रोल है. Saqib like रिया को फोन कर देते.
सब चिल करेंगे.
Literally this girl on one phone call has said yeah.
Like चलो तुम लोग के साथ चिल करना लंदन में.
और फिर हम तीनों वहाँ पे सिर्फ रो रहे होते थे कि क्या है, क्या हो रहा है हमारे साथ ये.
But we also had a lot of fun.
It was lots of fun.
We worked out. We used to go for long walks.
And Indian food that we used to go and buy.
Dabao, khana. It was that.
We used to just go to those supermarkets and get those Indian khane ke dabbe and eat them and just keep eating them.
Just basically we went on a holiday.
Basically.
That we got paid for little, not lots also back then.
Very little actually.
But crazy. What a time that was. Today none of us would do that.
I don't think we'll do that. We become too smart and too grown up and too whatever.
And we care about like how we're perceived and what is
size of the project,
positioning.
Yeah,
it's important.
But I feel like because you're kids, you can do all of those things. No? But I'm glad we did because it made us better friends.
And we have memories to laugh about now.
But I would still do it for a friend, honestly. Like if a friend called me
if
and
a friend needed it, but like if say your friend was producing it, I would do it. Like if you guys producing a film now and you needed me, I'd come.
Yeah,
for sure. I'm not acting otherwise overall.
Done.
But
I'll take you up on that, huh?
Yeah.
Area sun chalna hai kya?
Obviously.
Borivali mein.
Just don't call me to Bori. I have my passport and all now.
Oh.
I have 2-year multiple entry Schengen visa.
Love it.
Out of India.
देखिए मैडम हम तो बोरीवली में सेट है हमारा. Please आपको वहीं आना पड़ेगा.
But listen, that trailer looks damn good.
Thank you.
Baby do die.
Thank you. Baby do die do.
Baby do die do.
Yeah, like kar mar kar. It's like a thing.
Oh, like kar mar kar.
Like that. I mean, honestly, more than me, Saqib is the sort of lead producer on that, and he's really spent a lot of time in the last 1 year just making that happen. And it's very tough because as first generation producers, again, there's so many things we don't know, and a lot of people are telling us कि तुमको क्या पता है production के बारे में, जो तुमको लगता है तुम कूद जाओगे. And we like, हाँ, actually सब कुछ नहीं पता है, करेंगे, यहाँ तक पहुँचे हैं, तो acting के बारे में इतना नहीं पता था, industry कैसे चलती नहीं पता था, कूद गए फिर figure out किया. तो इसमें भी कूद गए, कुछ अच्छी पिक्चरें बनाएंगे, कुछ बुरी बनाएंगे. बट अब यही करना है तो यही करेंगे.
दिस इज योर वर्ल्ड.
करेक्ट. और अगर हमारी नियत करेक्ट है, हमारी नियत क्या है, हमें अच्छी पिक्चरें बनानी है, हमको लगता है कि कुछ कहानियां हमसे रेजोनेट करती हैं या जो नहीं बन रही है जो बननी चाहिए, हमको बहुत सारी अपॉर्चुनिटीज नहीं मिलती हैं, तो कैन वी क्रिएट दोज अपॉर्चुनिटीज फॉर नॉट जस्ट आवरसेल्व्स बट आल्सो फॉर पीपल अराउंड अस. इतने अच्छे लोग यार, such good writers, such good directors,
such good actors.
Such good actors. We need to sort of at least create some kind of a space for people to come together and make something different.
I feel that there's such a big shift, and you're in a better position to talk about it. I want to talk about 3 things here, right?
Okay.
Essentially, I want to talk about fame. I want to talk about trolling and rumors and where this whole Instagram world is headed. And I want to talk about why it has become so difficult for actors or celebrities or anyone in the public eye to speak their truth. So we'll start with fame.
This is a 2-hour session, guys. Just this one question.
We have time.
We have time.
You are very busy because
we have time.
100 things after.
No, we have time.
So fame essentially, see, Holmes, मैंने तो देख लिया downside of fame.
Correct.
There's a plus side also massively, but एक negative side भी हो सकता है.
Babe, if anyone has seen it, you have seen it. I mean, like, it's incredible.
Yeah.
And I've seen you through that journey, and it's massive what you have done, and you have taken... See, actually, that's a life example right there. Life can throw whatever, but you can take it and you can turn it around, and that's just beautiful. So...
Thank you,
I mean, that's a living testament to, like...
I would have not been able to do it without the amazing support that I had of my friends. And, you know, there was a point when जिन लोगों ने मुझे help किया था, support किया था, उनका नाम लेना भी उनके लिए गलत था. But आज मैं कह सकती हूँ कि the Salim siblings were very much there. They were the first people to show up when, you know, things were going bad in my life. Saqib was like a rock. Huma was always there.
Saqib is the one, I think.
Saqib was
amazing. He's just, I think... Yeah,
not
many people know, but yeah, I think...
Nobody knows because...
I think at some point even I was a bit scared, but I think he was just like, no bro, this is wrong. And he was just like, if this happens to us, then who will be there, who will actually fight for us or just be there for us or just to hold us together. Sometimes you just have to just be there to hold space. So yeah.
No, I feel like those kind of things make such a big difference. जब आप उस टाइप की तकलीफ में होते हो ना, अगर 2-3 लोग भी आपकी लाइफ में होते हैं कि बस होने के लिए
वैसी वाली तकलीफ किसी को बताओगे तो बोलेंगे भाई ये क्या कहानी है क्या?
It was bizarre.
Very bizarre things were happening. Very, very bizarre.
My dad and Saqib have trauma bonded.
Yeah.
Like till date, my dad is obsessed with Saqib. उनका अलग रिश्ता बन गया because Saqib really took care of my parents when Shovik and I were not at home. We were in jail. It sounds so funny to say this also now.
Yeah. Crazy, no?
Crazy.
But here you are.
Here we are.
You know, fame, I mean, everybody has different experiences with fame. I wouldn't call that fame. I would call that, I don't know what. I think that's
infamy.
That's infamy. That's the flip side of, I don't know, just being at the, I don't know, wrong place, wrong time, whatever, how you want to paraphrase it. I think it'll be very silly of me to try and like even put that together in one sentence.
Maybe, Shalo, that's a very abnormal example, my life. But in general also, like, there are parts of fame, and I tell this to people जिनको fame के बारे में पता नहीं लेकिन fame चाहिए होता है. I said, भाई ये choice ये choose करके लेना.
देख I'll tell you how I receive it. I really enjoy fame.
Of course.
I really enjoy it, and I enjoy the flip side of it also. Because I feel like you don't get to choose. You don't get to pick and choose. It's not saying, okay, I want fame, so I only want it when I'm in the mood for it. You know, it's a reality now. It's like oxygen. You don't decide, okay, now I want there to be air, fresh air or not. It is all around you. Your reaction to it, that you can handle. And that's the way I have made my peace with it. Say, for example, if I go out and maybe somebody doesn't take a picture with me or doesn't recognize me, I feel a bit odd.
Yeah.
I feel like, acha, okay, theek hai, it's okay. Or somebody doesn't like, you know, give you that reaction that they like your work or whatever. So it's also I've become used to it.
Yeah.
So अगर मुझे उसकी मैं झूठ बोलूँगी कि मेरे को उसकी तकलीफ नहीं होगी, tomorrow it goes away. I think I'll get affected by it. Because I've worked really hard for it. Then do I really read or whatever what other people are doing? If I have to post something for a promotional thing, will I go down and read comments? Rubbish. Kanta. Never. I feel for me, the way I handle my social media, it's a one-way mouthpiece. Not to say I don't listen or absorb what people are saying or I'm tone deaf, not at all. But I feel beyond a certain point, knowing each and every person's response to something is just going to be too much noise. And I don't need that kind of noise.
And too much information.
Too much information.
Yeah.
अभी सरिता जी कलकत्ता में बैठ के क्या सोचती है मेरे बारे में, मतलब, I mean, with all due respect, beyond a certain point, if I give too much importance to that, I will not be able to do my today's task. And it's important for me to get today right. You know, because there's also a gap between the work that I do and when people receive it. Sometimes there's a year-long gap. So the film I'm shooting today could be a year or 2 years. But if I don't invest in this properly, 2 years later, it'll still affect me.
What's the most bizarre thing you've been trolled for?
My weight, how I look, how I've acted.
How you look?
My clothes, yeah. And I'm just like, you're telling this to me? I'm gorgeous. What is wrong with you? I'm like,
मेरी बहन आग है, आग.
और मैं बोलती हूँ कि ये ट्विटर पे, सोशल मीडिया पे लड़ना बंद कर दो. These are just, they're just energy vampires.
और ये अलग दुनिया है.
ये बहुत अलग
ये
दुनिया
real world है नहीं.
ये है ही नहीं. आपकी एनर्जी ड्रेन कर देंगे. आप सुबह उठो, काम पे जाओ, अपना जीवन सुधारो.
Yeah.
और अगर आपको इतनी दिक्कत हो रही है तो अपने फोन से इसको हटा दो. Like, just come to it once a week and just read it and be whatever. But unfortunately, we're also in a world of instant news and instant gratification
But
and
also
Instagram.
In a world of outrage.
Also that.
In the sense that लोग बोलते हैं कि public personalities, celebrities are not authentic. वो ये नहीं बोलते जो उनको feel होता है. पर इतना मतलब
100%
outrage.
आप कुछ बोलो जब तक उसके आपकी किसी भी simple बात को निकाल के headline नहीं बना देंगे.
कुछ भी हो सकता है.
कुछ भी हो सकता है. तो you're just like मैंने बोला ही क्यों?
I feel like you're still very authentic. Like I watched some of your other interviews and when you're out there in the public eye, I'm like, this is Huma, how she's with me also.
I've also started becoming. I've started leaning into that. I was not like that always. If you see my earlier interviews,
Yes,
I was very guarded. I was very scared because I think somewhere in my head I was also trying to figure out when in my early days when I was just trying to figure out who I was and what I thought was allowed.
Yeah.
How I was allowed to talk, what I was allowed to say, and somewhere maybe society or maybe I was more susceptible to it. I felt like if I expressed an opinion this way, I would get cancelled or I would get called out or they wouldn't like me. You know, I think that's where this whole thing comes from, even for Gen Zs, I guess. Like, it's about like, what if I'm not liked? What if
How
they
are you
hate me?
perceived, basically, right?
Yeah, right. And I feel the more I've been like, अब यार ऐसे ही है, तो मैं ये बोल दूँगी. So I try and be as authentic as possible. And if you ask me a question that I don't want to answer, I'm saying, no, actually, I'm not comfortable.
Yeah.
So boundaries. And even in an interview, you can call for boundaries. I did an interview person. And it was a lovely interview, actually. This guy was talking to me. We were talking about like how to normalize like, periods or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, sure. And then he asked me a question. I said, you know what? I'm not comfortable answering. Too much information. Because it's something personal. Even though I'm choosing to talk about it, there are certain boundaries I can have as a human being. And just because there's
that's okay.
And that's really okay. And you'd get to decide that. Nobody else gets to decide that for you. So we can talk about anything. And you can ask me, like, यार ये बात नहीं करते हैं. जाने दे. और आपने कुछ बोला, मैंने कहा, देख सुन, तूने ऐसे बोला, मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगा. Because sometimes it could happen.
वो बोल देना better है.
वो बोल देना better है. And you feel at peace. Otherwise वो अंदर चलता रहता है कि भाई मैंने ऐसे
क्यों बोला
ही नहीं.
कैसे क्यों नहीं उसको बोला, मना क्यों नहीं किया.
And in my professional space also I started doing it. Now I don't know if I'll get cancelled by some directors or not, but I feel it's really okay because I'd rather not work with certain people who come from a certain mindset.
I also feel like you've outgrown the room you were in.
Interesting.
When I see your journey, I'm like, अब ये वो नहीं है. She might be thinking ahead of many directors, producers, or colleagues. She's probably seeing beyond. And that is where actually reinvention begins.
I feel like beyond like making money and being popular and being, I don't know, hot or relevant, I think I'm chasing legacy. And I don't know what that is. I don't know what that looks
really
like.
want to talk about legacy.
Sure.
Because I really wonder if legacy is even real.
Interesting.
And of course, all the work that we do and the life that we are building, we want it to be remembered, right? After we are gone, most people, we feel this way.
Sure.
But आप ये सोचो कि 50 साल या 100 साल आज से 100 साल बाद क्या हम स्टीव जॉब्स को भी याद रखेंगे?
But is it important for you to be remembered by your name per se, or it's important to what you leave out in the world? What is more important? Will you still use an Apple product or not? I think that's the question we need to ask. As opposed to will you remember Steve Jobs and the impact that technology had to human civilization. And that is something you can't change ever. You understand what I'm saying?
So is it the vain way of legacy or is it the actually purpose-driven way? Are you saying that?
I mean, vain way तो मतलब even having children is a form of legacy ना.
course.
मतलब
And
आप
it's a
बोलो
form of
आप
vanity also.
100% मेरा बच्चा देखो मुझ पे गया है, मेरा नाम है. You know, so that is also legacy only, right? For some people, it's the work that you do. For some person, it could be the movies that you do. For some person, it could be an NGO or a foundation that you have that does philanthropy work after you've long
Long
gone.
after you've gone,
So it really depends on what is it that you want to leave out. And like for example, people have hospital and buildings mein naam likha dete hain that so and so was donated. Now these are just, I mean, and again, there is no judgment.
Yeah, sure.
There is no judgment. Perhaps, yeah, you're right. After 1 or 2 generations, हमको याद भी नहीं हमारे परदादा का नाम क्या था. Nobody remembers, right? आपको अपनी family में नहीं याद है तो मतलब imagine somebody.
अब तो इतने exponentially change हो रहा है ना, इतने fast चीजें बदल रही है. Attention span कितना कम है लोगों.
But I'll tell you how I look at it. I feel like there are people who have contributed to my life, and I may have never met them with the way they have chosen to lead their life, whether it's within my family or outside. Say, for example. There's some books I've read that have changed me. There are certain shows I've seen or films I've seen. There are certain conversations I've heard. There are certain songs I may have listened to. I don't know those people directly. I might not even know.
Sure.
वो गाना सुना, it impacted me a certain way. I don't know who the songwriter is or whatever. But it changes something in you.
Yeah.
Right? And I feel then you are never the same person again. And I feel because I'm an artist, I want to create a body of work, which is the way I interpret my legacy, which changes something about the way we are.
Or something that someone feels?
The way that somebody feels. Like for me, the most magical thing about my profession is that I get to meet so many people without meeting them. You know? Like somebody is sitting at home and watching a scene and they cry when I cry. Or they laugh when I laugh. And then they also feel the need to reach out and say, hey, you know, we saw a Delhi crime and oh my God, you were so good and we hated you. You know, so they don't hate just the character I played, but also the act the character does.
Yes.
Or they see a Mahara and say, oh my God, like you're so inspiring. We don't have a female politician like that. And when we see you take on the men like that in this political avatar, it inspires us in some way. I feel like that is such a magical quality to have as a performer, right? Where you're affecting people's emotions and feelings in some way. And I feel if somebody is intentional about it, which I think I'm trying to be. You can do so much good, yeah? And that would be my legacy. Perhaps it would be the way we write female characters. Perhaps it would be the way we respect them and it doesn't have to be all female-centric, female-forward narrative.
Yes.
It could even be in a biggish all-guys thing. You're doing something.
But there's a value to the
There's a value
character.
to who you are, you know? And I feel like because I've seen when you travel across the country, you see people living a certain way and all that, it affects me. You know, injustice affects me in a very deep way. So I feel, okay, I'm not an activist. I can't go and like save people or do something about it. But hey, can I use some of that through my work and be like, okay, here is another way of looking at it, you know? Yeah, so I think legacy is for different things for different people. And we want everyone we love to always be around us, but they won't. But does that mean that the values they gave us or what they meant to us or you know, all of those things are not real or not tangible and won't be there forever? No, they will be. And then a part of those values we will pass on to perhaps our kids, our pets, our friends, our neighbors.
Are we having kids?
I don't know. Are we?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Are you planning to ever?
I don't know. I have 2 dogs right now. And that's the first time I felt maternal. I thought I had no maternal instinct.
No, you have, you know.
I don't.
You have.
Like not in a... Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a...
Not
oh,
that
I want to have babies.
outwardly.
Like, right. No, I'm maternal towards my friends and people. I have that energy, but I don't want like children necessarily.
Like you're very much about, you're very nurturing. Like if I come to you, has everyone eaten? Tune khaya, you had this, you need chai, coffee, this. Are you comfortable? That to me is a maternal instinct, the nurturer, the soft side.
No, for me it's like, oh, I want to have a child of my own.
Yeah, I've never heard you say
Yeah, and I want to bring up this child. I find that very scary.
It is.
You know, to bring up a human being. To give that person values.
Like,
to
are you
protect that
even
person.
deserving enough?
Yeah, I have 2 dogs right now. They are my life. I don't know how I got to shoot without them.
I need to meet them.
Tush and Kishmish. They're adorable. They are the sweetest puppies ever. So when we got them, they both felt really sick. Had parvo, had tick fever, had every kind of disease known to dog kind. It came with it. And then for 2 months, we were just taking care of them, just trying to get them back to whatever. Now, of course, that's good. They're happy, they're healthy. And Tush, the moment he came, he just looked at me and he's attached to me. I swear, if you see him with me, he's like a child. He's a
Love
human.
at first sight.
He's a human. He's imprinted on me. Now, then we got his brother also. So now it's like we're like
it's a full family.
It's a full family. And I think that's the most maternal I've felt. And just leaving them behind when I'm going away to work or shoot or
Oh, you feel that's hard.
or trusting them with a person. And of course, they have one guy who takes care of them or whatever for a walk or whatever. Like I'm constantly checking on them. Are they safe? Have they eaten? Have they tied them for too long? Have they had
All
their
of that.
playtime? All of that. And I'm like, imagine if I had to do this with a baby.
Who is going to keep yelling and crying?
Yeah. No, and not just that. Like, I don't want to mess up that child. Like, I don't want that child to grow up and be like, my mother was too busy for me and I hate her and she messed me up. You know what I'm saying?
Which is most kids nowadays. They say this about their parents.
That is true.
But it's confusing. So even I am very confused about this. So I'm 33 and I recently visited a gynac for egg freezing. And
Do it.
I'm thinking of
Do it.
But it's such a weird place to be because your body clock is telling you that you need to have kids, but your mind is telling you already have a kid, your brand, your business. You need to
Which is fair.
nurture this
Which
baby.
is fair.
So I mean that's why
In fact, I was just having this conversation with somebody the other day, and this person who decided to post about her journey on the internet about egg freezing and got massively trolled for it. Yeah, people. It's just weird. And people have all sorts of preconceived ideas about like, oh, this is not even natural and this and that and whatever. And I'm like, bro, matlab, using your phone is not natural.
her body, her decision.
But you know what I'm saying? But whenever it comes to women's bodies, when technology suits us, it's fine. But this is the idea about patriarchy, right? Whenever technology enables women to actually have a life outside like patriarchal constructs, then we want to just be like, ये तो naturally नहीं है और normally नहीं है. भाई साहब तुम phone use करते हो, कितनी technology use करते हो दिन में, वो भी तो natural नहीं है. Is it normal to speak to somebody 5,000 miles away?
No.
No, na. So don't talk to your family or your this thing. Don't send emails. Then that's also like technology.
But you know the amount of stuff that we understand today about the female body, we have not known.
No?
I didn't know that based on my cycle, I'll have different hormones through the month. That there is a,
And imagine how much our mothers suffered through their whole life and pregnancy and
hormones
menopause without
and
understanding all these
They didn't
things.
even know what was postpartum.
Yeah.
I talked to my mom because so
Yeah.
many of my girlfriends have had babies and they suffered from postpartum, but they knew what it was and they spoke and I'm like, Mom, did you go through this? She's like, हमारे टाइम में क्या था बेटा?
भाई मैंने तो एक जर्नलिस्ट से मिली थी, वो तो बोल रहा था आप अमीरों को मेंटल हेल्थ आजकल आप लोग बड़ा करते हो.
Oh, that's so sad.
मैंने कहा भाई तुम जैसे लोगों की वजह से ना जो औरतें पोस्टपार्टम से गुजर रही हैं, they are shamed for not acknowledging they're going through something. They don't ask for help, but medically we all know it's an actual fact. And because of people like you who are public platforms and you choose to shame women and men about seeking help, it's horrible. Like it really like triggers me. I think when I think about it also.
No, it is sad. I mean, mental health is like really misunderstood in this country. Not understood at all, really.
Yeah.
Maybe like 1% or 2% of people we are talking about it. Like we're talking about it. We talk about it a lot on this podcast.
Yes.
And everyone has their own anxiety, depression, PTSD, whatever it is that they're going through. But having said that, we are in a place in this world, in this country, this is my feeling, that where mental health is the pandemic. It is the massive pandemic that we're living in right now. But no one wants to talk about it. It's not cool to talk about it.
दिक्कत क्या है ना कि like with most families also I've seen a lot of dinner table conversations in friends' homes or whatever. कि यार ये सब कुछ नहीं होता है. हमारे टाइम पे नहीं होता था. You know, and I feel like आप लोगों के टाइम में बहुत कुछ और भी नहीं होता था जो अब होता है, which now is something you've adjusted
Instagram
to.
नहीं था, इतना कुछ नहीं था.
And I feel like even the time when I was a kid and I went to school and now it's changed so much. Like I look at my niece or nephews and like they're 18, 17, like life is completely different. Like if I went to school and some kid didn't invite me for a birthday party and this was a Friday, I'll get to know on Monday or Tuesday.
Correct.
Now you're sitting in real time and being like, why do people hate me? And you have the whole weekend to like think about and like really rile yourself up that as if you're the most hated child on the planet. But this is the reality of people today, of kids today. So that's something you can't ignore. So mental health, I feel, जितना बात करेंगे उतना अच्छा है और जितना उसको less complicate बनाएंगे वो उतना भी अच्छा है.
Intellectualize,
हाँ वो भी बहुत ज़्यादा हो रहा है. And also the other thing is I think this pop psychology also needs to stop. Like I also feel
There's
like a lot
too
of
many
people,
words.
There are too many words. Like using that is also very like, oh, you're gaslighting me and whatever. It's just become part of normal lingo.
Yeah.
Even I use it a lot, and I have to check myself saying, okay, am I like overusing this terminology now that...
But I mean, what a word. Like, we made a t-shirt called Gaslit.
Love it. I love that. I have that t-shirt.
You have the t-shirt. Because I'm just like...
No, because I understood, like, I swear, I went through my teens not knowing what gaslighting was.
Yeah.
Till I went to one therapy session and I understood, and I was like, oh. And then now when I look at people, I also can recognize when somebody is gaslighting you in a personal and a professional capacity. And I'm like, you just gaslit me.
I to feel so gaslit by the media.
Oh.
Because they write suddenly, like, they started writing really positive things about me. As if they...
imposter syndrome.
As if they never wrote the bad stuff.
More pop psychology.
I'm like, how
imposter syndrome.
How can you say good like this? Are you mad? Sir,
Are you okay?
क्या हो रहा है?
Are you feeling better?
And how can you act like you never said that? But इतना strongly वो, इतना strongly ये, बीच में कुछ नहीं. इसका अलग ही word होना चाहिए कुछ.
It's time, समय की बात है.
I तो find it very odd. People are very nice to me nowadays.
Yeah, and you're just like, why are they being nice?
They're like, I'm like, ये कौन सा
That is also a trauma response.
so bizarre. It's so bizarre. Okay, I do want to talk to you about...
But I want to appreciate you for one thing. I must say this. I love the fact you don't have notes. You've not one consulted to as to what you want to ask me. I am loving it.
I don't need notes with you, firstly.
No, but I love it. I don't think you'd use notes otherwise also.
I don't use them, but I do like plan in my head. Like
I want to appreciate this.
You do?
I
Okay.
appreciate this.
Thank you. So,
Yes.
I'm a good podcast.
Well done.
But I do have a game for you later.
Oh, wow.
Which is in notes, because you have to write some
Okay,
things
okay,
about. So
ठीक
made
है.
it a little fun. But I want to talk to you about my favorite subject and the one human emotion that I deeply would like to understand, and I've spent my entire life trying to understand. Love.
Oof.
Where are you in terms of your life, in terms of what is your understanding about love, and what are you looking for, or have you found someone, or
I love being in love.
you love being in love?
I love being in love. Love is the most beautiful thing. I think it makes you a better person. It just makes the most regular days magical. So that's where I am. Still have a very, very beautiful, romantic, positive notion about it. The realization that has come is of course, that love also needs work. That love also needs understanding.
Yeah.
That also needs patience. That also means that you and the other person will make mistakes. And that also means forgiving yourself and forgiving the other person. And also being able to evaluate, like, do I really want this person in my life? And is this something I'm willing to let go of? Or is it bad enough that I need to like fight tooth and nail for it? And certain things for me are deal breakers.
What are the non-negotiables?
Just to be with the person who gaslights you.
Of
I
course,
think being the
yes.
primary one. I think it's a big deal breaker. Somebody who puts you down. As a working woman, as an independent woman, it's very important that for my career and my life, for somebody to have a person who respects that.
Yeah.
So a person who's
Supportive and cheerleading.
yeah, a big cheerleader, somebody who's just the wind beneath your wings and is not insecure about the fact that possibly I could be making more money than him,
Yes.
and that's perfectly okay.
Yes.
And it doesn't take away from the fact that he is a man and he's also accomplished in his
Yes.
own ways. That is extremely important to me. What else? Just being, I think, an emotionally available man.
Oh, are they emotionally available?
Yes, they are. Yeah, they are.
Are you mad?
What?
Are they?
ऐसे मत बोल यार.
I feel like there are lesser emotionally available men, because just it's not in a bad way, it's just in a way that I feel bad that men have had this very difficult conditioning and upbringing where like
Yes.
they are just told not to feel and not to be sad and not to cry and ladki ho kya, ye ho kya,
Yeah.
that they are so closed up.
So
and
what is the way out? To celebrate men who are softer?
Yeah.
To celebrate
To
men who are
be like-
emotionally available?
we like men to
compliment them all the time, saying, oh my God, that was so kind, that was so empathetic,
Yes.
that was so generous.
Yes.
That was so sweet, that was so soft.
The
And to
mothers
make-
need to start at home, which I feel like a lot of my girlfriends who have baby boys are like, listen,
Yeah.
I'm raising him right.
Yeah.
I'm teaching him,
Yeah.
beta, crying is good.
Yeah.
Beta, please cry.
Absolutely.
I
want
feel
to
like
do better
there
every day.
has to be some sort of a shift, because the conversation that I'm having with a lot of my friends, male and female, both sides are struggling because women have a lot more agency today. We are becoming
more and more like fierce in the workforce and financially independent and all of that. And that is like men are like, पर हमें तो यही बोला था provide करने के लिए.
अब हम क्या करें?
अब हम क्या करें?
अब तुम्हें provide की जरूरत ही नहीं है.
उसको
अब
वो नहीं
कैसे
चाहिए,
करेंगे?
तो फिर मुझे को दूसरा तो आता ही नहीं है.
हाँ, मुझे सिखाया नहीं किसी ने. And if I don't do that, will people laugh at me and say कि ये तो मर्द ही नहीं है, लड़का ही नहीं है, क्या कर रहा है?
It's a tough spot as a
very
society.
tough spot. It's a very tough spot, and men have it harder, and they don't even have the like the space to really say that because like क्या हो रहा है? You know, figure it out, na. Matlab, you know what I'm saying. But no, there are lots of very nice and emotional men out there, and I feel it is also up to us to sort of like appreciate them, acknowledge them, and.
Are you currently appreciating someone in your life?
I'm an appreciative person.
You're an appreciative.
I'm a very appreciative person in general.
Boundaries. Boundaries.
Healthy boundaries.
Yeah. I can't tell you everything. Not on camera. Call me later. Okay, on this very fun note, I want to play a very cute psychological game with
Okay,
you.
lovely.
There's this lovely relationship psychologist. She talks about like all kinds of interrelationship stuff. And it's her game.
Okay. Oh, I love it already. Say, I love all
It's
this.
basically, here's your diary,
Okay.
in which you have to write answers.
Okay.
Okay, don't open it just yet. So 3 questions. You have to give the answer to each of this question in 3 reasons.
Okay.
It's quite simple. Like,
Okay.
what's your favorite color? What's your favorite animal? What's your favorite water body?
And you'll tell
I'll
me
interpret it for you in Teal Swan's fashion as to what she means. What does it
Teal
mean?
Swan. Okay.
So the questions are written.
Can I see now?
Yes, you can see.
वाह.
So the first question you may read out
ये
aloud.
तो मेरी गेम मुझे खिला रही हो, but ठीक है.
आता है?
I've done this.
Do you know what it means?
Yeah.
Then we won't play it.
Yeah, this I know.
We'll kill it. What does it mean?
This is basically who you are, who others think you are, and who you really are.
No.
Then, oh, okay, ठीक है.
It's completely different.
Okay, चलो ठीक है.
Boo boo. So favorite
लिखूं?
animal.
Okay. हाँ तो ये काट देना. Okay, ready.
हाँ. Favorite animal. 3 reasons why. Deep reasons होने चाहिए. Don't give me like.
Color अच्छा है.
मुझे cute लगता है. Like, doggy because he's cute. No.
Strong चलेगा, strength of character ऐसा वाला.
Yeah, ऐसा कुछ थोड़ा अपना ज़ेबा.
Only one favorite animal ना?
हाँ.
Okay.
3 deep reasons. Take your time, आराम से. Okay. So you'll read.
Okay. Favorite animal and 3 deep reasons why. Lion. Very strong even in the harshest environments and dangerous territories. So no matter where, it could be like a big savanna forest, it could be like a dry place, just remains very, very strong and very, very.
Okay. That's the first reason.
That's the first reason.
There's 2 more reasons.
हाँ, अच्छा एक साथ बोलना है. So बोलेगा ये कुछ बताएगी अभी.
नहीं सारा बोल दो ना.
मुझे okay. Very beautiful, very gorgeous, a massive mane of hair that reeks of being the most admired in the jungle.
Okay.
Okay, that's the symbol of. It's almost like it's like a crown. You know what I mean? Leader of the pack, but loyal to his family and his brood.
Okay, so I'll tell you the meaning of the first one.
Okay.
So your favorite animal is the view on the partner you want.
Oh wow.
So you want a lion who's kind of the hottest guy at the party. Everyone in the jungle likes this guy who'll survive any storm, strong in any situation.
I love it.
And what's the third one? Loyal to the family.
And the.
So this is the kind of man you
I'm
want to be
tearing
with.
this out and taking it home. I mean it.
You must. You must.
Checklist for guys.
Yes.
Love it.
Okay. Next.
Favorite color and 3 deep reasons why. Red. Is the color of blood or is the color of passion. Makes you want to. Copywriting समझ नहीं आ रही.
अपनी handwriting ना समझने वाले बहुत कम लोग हैं दुनिया में.
Color of passion makes you want to do something. It's the color of action. So color of passion, action makes you want to achieve and like conquer the world. Okay. Color of love and lust, desire. When I see red, I just feel it's like throbbing, like a throbbing heart, like full of life.
Alive.
Alive. Color of blood. So source of all the world. Because I feel like
Wow. So that is your view on yourself.
Oh wow.
So it's pretty bang on because you are that person who wants
interesting.
to be active, hustling, conquer the world. That's you. That is you. And you
Color
have
of
that,
passion, love, lust, desire, and source of the world. Wow.
and that deep part which you've written about the color of blood. That is your the deeper side of you is that very like grounded.
How interesting.
So that
How
is the
interesting.
view on yourself.
Because not many people would like think of blood in a positive way, right?
Yeah.
I think, but love, the blood is the source of everything. It's
It's the basics,
it's the
right?
basic.
Crazy.
Interesting. Very interesting.
All right, the third one.
Favorite water form and 3 deep reasons why. Waterfall.
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 Okay.
Why?
Just
No pond, no sea, no river. na?
Okay.
Because at the moment you said it, I just imagined like this beautiful like Niagara style waterfall because it has the height and depths all together in the same. So it makes me think of like, life is also like that. You have like heights and then you have like falls and then you have like this whole thing. So yeah, waterfall. The sound of the echo, the spray. I don't know, whenever I'm there, just it's and the spray, like I just pictured just standing there and the sprays on my face. It's very life affirming and makes you feel always refreshed and positive. Like I don't think anybody's ever been to a waterfall and not
felt wow.
like wow or refreshed, right? And I know something about waterfalls like make me feel like I want to just dive in and I always feel like I'll find a treasure.
Okay. So this is your view on your own sexuality. So the kind of sexy you are. And it does not only
Interesting.
have to be in a sexual way, but sexuality also is in your work.
And it's waterfall.
That's why I was laughing. That's why I was laughing just for a second. I'm like, sexual.
I was pretty bang on.
It is pretty bang on. But like you're saying, you want to dive deep into it and find a treasure. So you're a risk taker.
It always makes me believe that if I dive deep down, I'll always find a treasure.
Yeah. And see, sexuality doesn't only mean like sexual. It means like how you dress. What do you think about your style?
How interesting.
When you're feeling good about yourself, these things
How
are
interesting.
linked. So this is you in your sexuality.
I love it. Waterfall.
Okay, as much as I don't want to let you go, I have one last thing which I want to ask you. I hope 20 years from now obviously you would have done like 3-4 new careers also and I think got 1-2 Oscars by then, written 10 books. And
Hi, from your mouth to God's ears.
Yes, I'm manifesting this from you. I don't know where I'll be, but hopefully I'll still have the Chapter 2 podcast.
But we will, no matter where both of us
We'll be
are,
together.
we'll be here.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll be together.
So I'm saying, imagine if 20 years from now, you and I met and we were having a conversation about life, etc. Where do you think you would be? Or actually, I kind of already said where you think you'd be, where I think you'd be, but where would you like to be?
I think in a very Thelma Louise kind of a car with an open top, driving somewhere with a lot of snacks, wearing like cool glasses and our beautiful blow-dried hair. Wind in the hair. You can have salt and pepper. Mine will be colored still.
I should have salt and pepper.
You must have salt
Okay,
and
fine, done.
Because you will be like, I want
Done.
to do this gracefully. I'm like, not at all. I'll probably have my golden
highlights.
Golden highlights, even then, and nice red nail paint. Like we'll be really like one of those like
The cool. Listen, 20 years now, you're not gonna be that old in 20.
That's also true actually.
Yeah.
That's also true actually. Okay, chalo. We'll be basically we'll be looking our best version.
Yeah.
And in like an open car, driving around, listening
Where
to
are
music.
we? What's this place?
I don't know.
Like Santorini. I see. I have my
Like
passport.
more like a Malibu kind of a vibe.
Yeah, let's be international.
Yeah, let's be like global.
Yeah. I mean, जा सकते हैं.
कहाँ जैसे कि बताओ ना कहाँ जाना चाहेंगे आप?
I
रॉबी की
mean-
पार्टी पे?
We could go to, I don't know, Borivali. Like, we could go to like.
Call me. चलो हो गया इनका interview I think आज इनका podcast यहीं तक था Borivali.
No, Jammu Kashmir is beautiful. We
Jammu
can go
Kashmir
there.
is
But no,
beautiful.
if you want a weekend, we can be in Malibu. I like
कोई problem है आपको Malibu
No,
से?
I like
कोई
Malibu.
दिक्कत है
I like-
आपको?
I like
Any
Malibu.
issues with this
Let's
thing?
keep Malibu.
Yeah, okay, done. So I think we'll be in Malibu. Like, nice restaurants, nice like nice views.
Nice views. Do you think?
All sorts,
Do you think that either of us will have children by then?
I don't know. Maybe. Maybe.
Two, three types? Or one?
I think
one
you're
types?
ready for children. This is the second time you brought it up.
No, I've been
But if they are, they'll be also nicely like strapped in the backseat.
They'll
Like
also
eating
come.
the snacks and like we'll be singing out loud and
We'll
like
take them along.
yeah, we'll take them along.
I like this picture.
I like the other children, but no partners you mentioned. Just saying.
Because I don't know any emotionally available men, so unless that comes.
After this, I'll give you a list.
You send me.
I'll send you a
you
list.
must send me. You must send me. Thank you so
I try to-
much. Huma. Love it.
This is fun. This is lovely. I love this. This is a very, very profitable podcast I've done.
Yes, we've already
made a business
we did
plan
the
also.
next one, but
I
we
love
must
it.
do this.